Alright, what is up, guys? It's the Not Safe for Work Gamer. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch. Now, the Nintendo conference was on, I believe, yesterday when they did the launch and showed the games that were going to be launched with it. And I just wanted to give you guys my opinion and tell you what I was thinking. Now, when they originally announced the Nintendo Switch, I thought it was really intriguing. I thought it was going to be really fun and kind of awesome, especially at the price point that was rumored, which was $250, I think, give or take. So I thought it was a really interesting console, a really interesting idea. I kind of loved it because it combines handheld and the stationary gaming, and evidently the performance is still pretty good when you take it in handheld compared to when it's plugged into the dock. So I thought it was very interesting. I was very interested to see if they actually went through with it and how it came out on the other side and what was going to be done. So the conference happened yesterday. They talked about it. Now, they didn't talk about the specs or what the CPU is going to be running at or anything fun like that, but they did talk about the price point and when it was going to launch. It's going to launch March 3rd, 2017, and it is going to be $300, or $299. I think that is very interesting. The price point that they put it at is very interesting because if you, for that money now, you can get a PS4, I believe, or PS4 Pro, and an Xbox One or an Xbox One S, I think. I don't know. If not, then for like $50 more. You have to look at the pricing later. But you could get one of those, so they're basically asking people to choose between this and those. And I think for the price, this is not a bad deal, especially since there are going to be a lot of rumors of a lot of third-party games for it, including Skyrim and the new Mario game they launched for it. I'll talk about games later. But I think the price point is very interesting. I think it will either be a good enough price point for them to actually, launch themselves back into the console market and make consoles from Nintendo kind of relevant again, because they haven't been since the first 3DS. But I think that the price point, it will either launch them back into the console market, especially if the console is as good as they are making it seem like, and the idea really works as well as they want it to work. I think it will do wonders for them. Or it will kill them. Or people will see the $300 price point and go, well, I might as well just get a PlayStation or an Xbox and play all the same games, or spend $50 more and get a PS4 Pro and play them all at 4K. And that is really what they need to figure out. And if they can't balance this well, if they don't do the performance well, it will really come back to bite them in the butt. Because if the performance on when you take it off the dock is not as good as they say, the performance is half when you take it off the dock, then I am almost certain that people won't buy it. You can let me know down in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that people won't buy it if the performance is half when you just take it off the dock. And I don't foresee it being halved. I think the performance will be pretty, at least 30 frames per second on at least the resolution of the screen they have. So if that's 1080p for the screen they have built in, or 720, I think they'll at least have 30 frames per second on that resolution stable. Could they go higher? Yes. Will they? Probably not. But I think that it really all depends, and if they screw the pooch on this, or if there's any throttling issues or anything like that, I think even the smallest hint of a scandal will really screw them over. So I think that Nintendo really has to be very careful of what they do here, because they have captured the attention of a lot of people with this, and they need to hold up to their end. They caught our attention, we're all looking, we're all paying attention. You showed us something amazing. Now, when you give it to us and put it in our hands, it has to live up to the standards you set forth. It has to be as amazing as you made it sound. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do that, but I am hopeful. Now, am I going to buy a Nintendo Switch? Depends on a lot of things I won't get into in this video. But answer, if I can and if I had the money, then yes, probably. Will I buy it on launch day? Probably not. Will I pre-order it? Definitely not. When would I buy it? Probably when the Mario game launches. Now, that's one of the things that from the press conference that confused me is why is the Mario game intellectual property owned by Nintendo not launching with this brand new Nintendo console? That's what got to me. But whatever, they know what they're doing, so hey. You guys got it, evidently. But, so probably when that launched, I would pick up the console, or when the price dropped, I'd pick up the console in that game. Because the new Mario game looks boss. Looks so good. And if there was actual gameplay in the trailer that they showed and not just like renderings, then I am so excited. Now the graphics don't look that great, but the game itself looks amazingly fun. Like it's an open 3D Mario world, kind of like a Mario 64, which was actually the first Mario game I ever played. And I went back and played it again recently, and it did not live up to my expectations. But of course, with the nostalgia glasses on, I saw it like something total. I saw the Mario 64 game as what this Mario game is now, and I'm really excited for it. I'm also super excited for the new Sonic game that's coming out, because now Sega and Nintendo are working together, and that's amazing. There's a couple other games I'm looking forward to coming on. At the Skyrim I mentioned earlier, seems like it's going to be fun to be able to play Skyrim on the go. It seems awesome. I don't really know what other games they're coming out with. I know that they're coming out with I can't think of it right now, but it's Splatoon 2 they're coming out with, so I'm interested to see that. I never played the first Splatoon, but I'm interested to see what they do with 2. I'm interested to look back at 1, see how far they've come. But I've most definitely looking at the launch conference and the price point and the launch date, I am very excited for this console. Do I think it will do well? I honestly, I cannot say at this moment, but I am hopeful for Nintendo that they are able to get back on track and really bring something new and exciting to the market that the market hasn't seen in a while. Now, moving on from Nintendo, I also want to give you guys a nice little channel update, just like a quick little channel update. As you saw in 2016, I tried to boost my channel up. I tried to post videos and do that, and honestly, I think I went too strong too fast, and I really burnt myself out. Like, I'm from recording 2 videos a day and editing and uploading, and you saw like after the first week, I stopped doing 2 videos a day, but I did 1 video a day, editing and uploading, and I really burnt myself out. So I'm going to record. I didn't make a resolution this year, but my resolution was to do whatever I felt like doing. So I felt like exercising for the last couple of weeks, like and eating healthy. So I've been exercising and eating healthy, but I didn't promise myself to do it. I just did it. So I'm just gonna record YouTube videos when I feel like recording YouTube videos. Am I gonna try to stick to a schedule? Yes, I'm gonna try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Will there be more? Maybe. Will there be less? Maybe. But I'm definitely going to try to just record videos whenever I want, and I feel like that will be a more positive experience for everybody involved, you and me. I'm also going to focus less on video length, which I didn't really focus on before, but I really did try to make my videos on the longer side. But I also didn't play the games right. Like, the style I wanted to do my videos in, it was not a style that I was capable of doing. Like, I want to record for hours at a time, basically, like almost at least beat the game or get halfway through a game, and then edit that all down into like a 20-minute video. And that doesn't really work because I don't have hours to sit on a game and play. I don't have the extension span to sit on a game and just play for hours and commentate over it. So it doesn't really work for me. But I'm going to try to look at it from a different angle and see if I can come up with something better, but keep the same concept, because I like the edited down, quick, jumpy style of it that I was going for. I didn't quite succeed with, but I like the idea. So I'm going to try to get that done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the Nintendo Switch, what you think of the price point. Also, let me know down in the comments any games you think I should play in 2017. Let me know what games you're looking forward to in 2017. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. All right.